Like I'm really, really, really into this acting stuff. So like when I can hear the greats talk about it, it gets me so excited.
So you've met Will Smith. Who else have you had a conversation with in the industry? So Will, 50.
Of course.
Right.
Which is also legendary.
Also.
It's like
he's 50.
in every aspect. Yeah.
Facts.
Who else?
That
That's a good one.
had an impact on you. Not just like, oh, that's a fan, but like, who has had an impact on your life, on your career, just being in their environment, seeing them work?
Michelle
who?
Williams.
Wow.
Yeah, Michelle
Beautiful.
Williams.
Big sister.
Because I actually wasn't like looking for it, because you know she's just a great person to be around, just
Absolutely.
chill out and vibe.
Yeah.
But she actually dropped a few gems, and I was like, wow, yeah. Like she basically was telling me, because I feel like literally the second that I'm off set and I'm done with the job, if I'm not booked the second I step out of that door, I'm like, I'm not working enough. I'm not working enough. I start to get like, I'm a workaholic. And she was like, no. She was like, you were here, you're not here again. She's like, you're here and you're here now. So like you're coasting higher. So it's good to, it's fine to take a breath.
Yeah.
It's fine to get yourself back together and then pop back out. Like you don't have to jump right into the next thing immediately and now you just feel like you're failing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Michelle gave you that, which we love Michelle here at the table. I love Michelle.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you was inspired by Will in that encounter?
To always remain humble.
Okay.
I think he was just, and more so it was me watching his actions more than anything. He told me, as huge as he is, he doesn't think he is above anyone. Anyone. And I really, really respected that. Like just watching him, he makes sure all of his people are good. And even if you're not his people, if you're just a random person there, he's just like, are you okay?
Wow.
Are you good? Like he's just so sweet.
Wow. And then the legend himself, you've been working with him for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I grew up with 50. You know what I'm saying? When he first came out with his first album, and to see the man come from there to the dynasty that he's building now. I don't even think we've seen 50 Cent at his prime yet.
Yeah.
But
literally mogul status, like legend.
All day.
Yeah.
When he posted that him and Tyler Perry sat down, I said, oh, this Negro is going for something.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's really trying to take over in his particular space. And the fact that Tyler gave him time, I love seeing two men at their prime who are doing some of the same thing come together and learn from each other.
Yeah.
What is one thing you've learned from 50 over the years of working from him?
Never miss a beat. He doesn't leave a single dollar on the table. He's fast with it. He doesn't drag, like he's a real life hustler. Like, so for example, like he'll have an event, like for Shreveport, he had a big event weekend in Shreveport. The videos, literally like the next morning, already edited out. What? Making merch, already there. Like he's literally just like lines everything up.
So he
does not miss a beat.
Execution.
Execution. He doesn't procrastinate. His execution is fast and it's done very, very well. Wow. So that was something I kind of struggled with a lot too. Well, fear, right? Like some of the things that I wanted to do now as an adult, because like I was saying, like as a kid, that imagination and that bravery, like you don't think about that stuff. It's just like I can be anything I want to be.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's easy to let that fade.
Yeah. And
I think something that he taught me, and he preaches this in a lot of his books, is there is no fear. Like fear is something that you have to be fearless, if nothing else.
Wow. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Anthony ONeal. And I want to share a secret with you. I want to share something with you that I regret not doing sooner. If you've been thinking about getting life insurance, now is the time to act. Let me tell you about my friends over at Ethos, a life insurance company that's making waves with its affordability and ease of access. You can get coverage for as low as $30 a month. My own rate was just around $60 a month. And I spend more more than that on food delivery. Let me be honest. I'm gonna give you some quick points of why I love them so much. Number one is their rates and affordability. Imagine paying $30 or $68 a month for a peace of mind. That's less than most of your monthly subscriptions. Number two, ease of use. You can get up to $2 million in coverage without any medical exams or blood tests. Just answer a few quick, healthy questions and you're set. The entire process is 100% online and take less than 10 minutes. Number three, speed. You can get a quote in seconds. You can apply in minutes and have same-day coverage. I got my coverage through Ethos literally in 10 minutes and got my thing back quick. Trust and reliability is the last thing I love about them. Ethos has an A+ rating with the BBB and stellar Trustpilot reviews. Every day, around 2,000 families are approved for life insurance through Ethos. Listen, I don't want you to wait. Life insurance rates can increase by 8 to 10% each year you delay. I purchased my policy a few years ago, and if I had waited until now, my price would be significantly higher. Lock in your rate right now and secure your family's future. I want you to visit anthonyoneal.com/ethos to get your free life insurance quote. Apply and get coverage in under 10 minutes. Don't procrastinate. Take control of your future today. Oh, this is so good. I think people watching this right now, sis, would be like, you know, it's like, yeah, I heard you say something about fear, not having fear, execution. I mean, you also talked about Hollywood, and I want to talk about Hollywood a little bit right now because I think a lot of people will look at everyone in Hollywood like, oh, they're super rich. And you said something how like, hey, I'm not booked. I don't have a job after this. So you are saying, not implying, but you're saying that just because you see me on TV today doesn't mean that I'm forever employed. Right.
And I think that's where that execution comes back in of like really building your brand and wasting no time because you're not always going to have time to like basically stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Facts.
Like build that personal brand while you're on TV so that people will start to know you and want to follow you, not just your character.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, even if you're not on TV, like there's a million other things you could do just by being you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When y'all were on strike, we talked a few times during that time. What were you doing for you to generate money and et cetera when y'all couldn't even work?
Yeah. So I was actually fortunate enough to be filming. So when the writer strike started, we were still filming.
Okay.
Our scripts had already been finished, so we were allowed to keep working. The writers just weren't there. So, however, when the actor strike happened, of course, I had to sit out. And so that's when I started some of, hosting things and Instagram, maybe Instagram promotion. There's so many ways online that you can make money just by being you. And this is also something I'm learning. I'm not even claiming to be perfect at it yet because I'm a super private person to a fault.
Okay.
I was not wanting to be on there talking to nobody like about what I had going on because I'm like, first of all, I feel like I'm oversharing and I'm not even sometimes. But I learned that like there are a lot of things that people could see, like they could see themselves in me and vice versa. Like kind of like drawn all that back in. Like if she can do it, then I could do it. And there's so many valuable lessons that I could teach people about conducting themselves in the industry and conducting themselves as their personal brand aside from their characters and things like that. Just talking to people, getting to know people, showing them that I am a human. Like my TikTok is absolute shambles, very chaotic. But it's human. Like I just want people to see that I'm just like a regular human that believed a little bit.
Facts.
Was delusional actually. Like
you were delusional.
I was believing into delusion. Like I'm like, no, this is for me. Like every single audition I get, I feel like it's mine. I'm like, oh yeah, yep, this one's mine. I say that every single time. I don't even care. Yeah.
And when you didn't get it, how did you feel?
I'm dramatic. I'm like, wow. I mean, what am I gonna do now? I'm a super drama queen.
Are you serious?
What am I gonna do? It's either one of two. It's either what am I gonna do now or they have no taste. Like they should have booked me.
Yo, it's the I know who I am for me.
Yeah.
You know, at any point of your career, have you ever felt like you failed? Like you know what? I feel like, or have you ever questioned should you be in this particular career?
So yes and no. Like I never felt like I failed.
Okay.
But I did feel like I was behind on a lot of things. Like I should have did a lot of things sooner. Or I should have known a lot of things sooner. But I'm from Topeka, Kansas.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Topeka, Kansas. Yeah. And there's no exposure to things like this. Okay. Like people don't do things like this. Mm-hmm. So I was feeling like I was behind, but where could I have seen that? So I get to Atlanta and I'm working, and then I stumble into the entrepreneurship community, which is a entirely separate entity in itself.
Sure is.
But then I really started to like learn a lot of things. But I'm like, dang, if I would have known this just a little bit sooner, I could have been even further. So that's how I think sometimes. No. But I'm just playing catch up as hard as I can.
Everyone sees Effie as this tomboy, this strong, she a killer, she gonna sell it, she gonna do her thing.
Yeah.
So I think when people see you in person, they automatically associate you with her. But who do you want people to know you as that they don't see on camera?
I'm soft. I'm not hard like that. I'm a soft woman. I'm very passionate. Everything means something to me. And nothing, I don't take anything for granted. Yeah. I'm a very deep, complex thinker, very intelligent. I like to have, I feel like I know a good amount of a lot of different topics. Yeah. I have a really big, bright mind.